Republicans, here's a rant for you. You say you don't want to raise the debt ceiling. You want a balanced budget. You want to make cuts. Fine. I have no problem with that. So long as your cuts isn't to the middle class and the poor. Start cutting these tax breaks the rich are getting. Start making them pay their fair share. The rich make up the largest amount of the income made in the United States of America. But they pay the lowest amount into taxes. The middle class and the poor make the smallest amount of America's income, but yet they pay the largest amount in taxes. It's backwards. You want to make the budget balance out? Then start making the rich pay their fair share. It shouldn't be that the rich are making this much of an income and the poor are making this much of an income, while the rich are paying this much in taxes and the poor are paying this much in taxes. That's not fair, and you know it. But you won't change it because most of you Republicans are part of that rich bunch. You want to keep your money. You want to be greedy. You don't care if you can't spend every last penny you make. You only care that you've got that money. You don't care if it would take the next 50 freaking generations to be able to spend the wealth you've made. You only care that they get to hang on to that money. Now, if you're so damn afraid of the next generation of your family spending out your wealth and being left with nothing, then maybe you better start teaching your wealthy little overprivileged brats how to get out there and make the money, instead of being more interested in teaching them how to party and spend the money. You people are ridiculous. You want to take everything away from the middle class and the poor, who pay in the most taxes. In other words, they should get the most benefit from it. But you want to take it all away. You want to take Social Security away? Okay, then take away the tax from their income that you tax them for that Social Security, because it is a direct tax that comes out of their check that goes into an account associated to them. Stop doing that. Don't take those taxes out. And don't you raise the federal tax 1 penny more for the middle class and the poor. Don't you dare do it, because that's taxation without representation. If you're going to tax them for the Social Security, then they damn well better be able to get that Social Security. Or you've got taxation without representation. And if your freaking presidents would stop taking the money from the Social Security for wars, we wouldn't have the problem we have with Social Security. If you Republicans would stop kicking immigrants out of America who have to get a green card, who pay into Social Security, but cannot withdraw from Social Security, that are shoring up the Social Security income, maybe you wouldn't have so much trouble with Social Security. The problems with Social Security and not having it so it's soluble past 2030 at this present time, which doesn't account for the incomes that will be made in the future. It only accounts for what is there today. Because I do remember back, I think it was in the 80s, they were saying that Social Security would only be soluble until I think it was like 2023 or 2025. Oh, look! Now it's spread to the 30s, 2030s. Why could that be? You people are ridiculous. You want a balanced budget, but you don't want to take and cut funding going to the rich. You want to cut programs and funding going to the poor. You want to raise taxes on the poor and the middle class, but cut taxes on the rich. You want to take away deductions from the poor and the middle class, but give deductions to the rich. That's not fair. That's ridiculous. And you guys are a bunch of lying piece of crap. You're only catering to yourselves and your rich buddies. You can give a crap less about anybody else. In fact, you have gone out there and hollered that there should be no unions, so workers have no ability to fight for their own rights in the workplace. You've gone out there and hollered how there should be no minimum wage. That way employers can get away with working their workers for slave labor prices where they can't afford to live. The price of food is going up. The price of housing is going up. Everything is going up. But you want to pay the people less. Everybody's getting paid more, but the people that need it more. Everybody's getting more of a break, but the people who need that break. You rich people are living off the back of the middle class and the poor. You're wanting to go back to the days when the rich had everything and the poor had nothing, and there was no such thing as a middle class. You're a bunch of greedy, selfish, ignorant pigs. And you're wondering why more and more people are not wanting to vote for you. It's because you do this to yourself. You don't want voter rights because you want to be able to gerrymander your districts so badly that there is no way anybody but you can win. And it doesn't matter what the people want. This government was put together for the people, by the people. And to be straight up honest, I think the party system needs to be abolished. Our forefathers never wanted a party system, simply for what is going on today. You shamed them with this party system you've got going. You fully 100% shame our forefathers. You disgrace every person who fought in the war for independence. You disgrace them all. You step on their graves, you piss on their graves, and you spit on their graves. Because you have changed the rules so it's more of an autocracy than it is a democracy. You have made this country more of the ruling class than you have of the people. The people, and not the people of one certain religion or one certain race. All the people of every race, every creed, every color, every sexuality. It is the people's government, not yours.